Good day, guys, and welcome to our YouTube channel once again. Today is 25th of February. 25th of March 2024. We'll be having our weekly analysis for the coming week, which will be from the 26th of March till 30th of March. But before we proceed, let's see what we discussed last week, what we think, what's our thoughts of the market last week, our thoughts for the market last week, and what actually transpired at the market last week. As of last week, we were interested in dollar index taking out this low. I think from last week and the week before, we were interested in dollar index taking out this low, but the market does not give us that. Does that mean our logic is flawed? No. It only means we read it wrong. But from last week's video, I specifically mentioned what I'm interested to see in the market before taking out any action. I'm interested in dollar index going bearish, though I have maintained a bullish stance point for a while, but seeing the shift in market structure here, I decided to go lower. But as of last week, I said the market was a kind of choppy, a kind of ranging, and I said I'll be having these two fair value gap as my defense. This fair value gap, this fair value gap. If this fair value gap, the first fair value gap, if it gives way, I'll be interested in the market visiting this pink fair value gap, which the market has already delivered. The market has traded into the previous inversion fair value gap. So once a bullish fair value gap, but the moment it has been traded to and it serves as a support to this movement, it becomes an inversion fair value gap. But now the market has traded above it again. But from the markets, also from a position trading standpoint, or a scalper standpoint, or a day trader standpoint, I will only be interested in market revisiting this volume imbalance the coming week. We have a volume imbalance here. So I'm expecting the market to at least give us that level. If the market keeps trading above this pink fair value gap, I will be interested in buying dollar index. I've said it in my previous video. Every video remains on the channel. No video will be deleted, no video was deleted, and no video will ever be deleted. The previous video I said if the market trades below this fair value gap, I'll be interested in selling dollar index. But the moment moment the market start trading above the fair value gap, I'll be interested in what? In buying dollar index. So the situation of the market now does not require me being a position trader or being a long-term trader. The only thing I do is to scalp when the opportunity comes. So the level I'm interested in on dollar index is a movement into the volume imbalance. I'm interested in the market visiting this volume imbalance. Then from there we see how the market reacts. If the fair value gap gives way, we will be interested in the high here. We'll be interested in this high and a possible movement into this CB here. This has been on our watch list for a while. It has remained on the radar for a while. Go and check the previous videos. So here, if the volume imbalance gives way, I'll be interested in market taking out this high, then giving me a movement into the previous sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So to cut the long story short, I'll be interested in the market revisiting this volume imbalance, then give me the previous high, the high that forms on the 20th, on the 13th, and what on the 15th. So I'm interested in the volume imbalance, then the high of the high that lies above on the 13th and on the 15th, I'm sorry, on the 14th of February 2024. The high of on the 13th and 14th, then a movement into the previous CB, at least the midpoint of it, the consequence encroachment of the CB. So the coming week, let's see how we utilize that. So in terms of retracement, I will be more glad. I will go in with full force if I should see the pink fair value gap here serving as a support to the market, and this down close candle serving as an order block. The candle that forms on the 20th should serve as an order block. So in terms of retracement, if I should see those level holding the market from dropping, I'll be going with full force trading a bullish movement on dollar index. So then let's go to our Euro USD. The level we were interested in Euro USD, we were interested in the last week, we were interested in 2 points. We were interested in the market giving us 1.09638 for our bullish movement on Euro USD, and we expected a movement in terms of retracement. In terms of retracement, we expected 1.08016. So the market delivers the market fails to deliver us 1.09638, it fell short of it here. That was on Thursday. The market tries to give us that level, but it was shorting. So then the market retraced and starts moving towards the other block we have here. We have another block here. We have another block here. Then the market starts giving us a movement into 108016. The market starts giving us 108086. So that level was delivered. The low of this candle comes in at the low of this candle comes in at 108017. Could that be could that be a coincidence? The candle, the low of the candle that forms on Friday gave us 1.08017. Meanwhile, we called the retracement level up to 1.08016. Now, the coming week, what are we interested in the coming week? The coming week, we're interested in the market taking out these equal lows here. As long as the market remains below this sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency marked in blue, I'll be bearish on Euro USD. I'll be bearish on Euro USD, and I'll be watching the market giving me a movement back into this green fair value gap here. Let me take those things off. We have a fair value gap here. This is a fair value gap here. Sorry. So we have a fair value gap here. So we'll be expecting the market to drop as far as the fair value gap, as far as taking out these lows, these equal lows, because those are liquidity points. Those are where the market will be dragged to this level, then towards the fair value gap. We have equal lows on Euro USD towards the fair value gap. That will be the low hanging fruits for the coming week. Then a quick run on GBP USD. I don't want the video to be too long. So on GBP USD, we were interested in the market giving us 1.28219, but it was fell short here on Thursday. Just few movements to that level before the markets now start dropping. But we have a retracement level up to 1.27075. 1.27075, which was this 1.27075, which was taken on Thursday. Then where will be the next target for me in the coming week? I'll prefer to see a movement into this other block, here. Then we should see a movement below this low, then this low. So that will take us to areas like the areas we'll be watching out for will be 1.25. I want to get the coordinates here. 1.25355. I'll be interested in the market giving us 1.25355. 355 and 1.25180. These are the levels we'll be watching. This low and this low. Those are the level we'll be watching the coming week. $1.25355 and 1.25180, which will be the low here. So those are the levels we'll be watching the coming week. Then a quick run on Nasdaq, S&P 500 and Dow. Every one of them have been on the run. They've been on the run. They've been, what should I say? They've been trading all-time high. So that was what prompted the movement and the decision which I made last week, that said I'll be watching being bullish if the market remains above here, and then I will be watching being bearish once the market cross this low here. But the market has been going higher because the level that was called 2 weeks ago was 18416.25. 18416.25, and I said I stick to that bias. I remain with that bias, and I said I'm interested in Nasdaq giving us as far as 18600. So personally, I'll still be bullish on Nasdaq. I'll be interested in a retracement into this fair value gap here. I'm interested into a retracement into the fair value gap, which happens to be a BC. Is a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So that is not on Nasdaq. A quick run on S&P 500. We have the same thing we've been watching on it. In last week's video, I said I'll be interested. I'll stick with the 2 weeks, the bias we are watching 2 weeks ago. I said I will stick with it, but I see a movement into this volume imbalance. I expect the movement into that volume imbalance. Then the market should give us 5189. 5189.26, and it was delivered. That level has been delivered. Then that will take us to the next high. The next high will be 5261.10. That will be our watch for the coming week. 5261.10. That will be the watch for the coming week. We still expect a reaction in this fair value in this volume imbalance here, and towards the BC fair value gap. Then on Dow futures has the same premise. We have the same premise on Dow futures. Last week I said I stick with the bias of 2 weeks ago, which we called 39283.36 to be our objective, and it has been delivered, and it was delivered beautifully. So that will take us to the next high, which comes in at 39944.06. That will be my next draw on liquidity. 39944.06. So the coming week, that will be the level we'll be watching. So I expect this fair value gap here to keep the market from dropping further. I expect the fair value gap to serve as a support to the market, then giving us 39944.06 as a goal. Then a quick run on gold as well. Gold has been going and coming, but I called a particular level on gold, which I stick to. The level I called on gold on the video I made on the 10th. The weekly market analysis video I made on the 10th of March. I specifically called 2200 for gold. I called 2200 for gold and said possibly 2200, and it has been delivered. And I said possibly we can see a movement into 2300. That was what I called on the 10th. I think that will be 3 weeks ago. That will be 3 weeks ago. That every damn video remains on the channel. We have nothing to hide. So for the coming week, we'll be interested in gold, since it's trading all times high. I'll be interested in this high here. The high of 2222.915. That was the high of last week. Then a delivery into 2300. So where do I have an interest of retracement? Mm, I'll be having an interest. I'll be interested in this equal low here, the equal low around this area. I'm interested in the lows. Let me take it away. Okay. Let me pick coordinates. Okay. Let me pick a coordinate here. I'll be interested in a retracement into this low here. Let me pick this low. At least the low here. Retracement into 2146.155. The market should give us that level. The market should be able to give us that level, 2146.155. Let me get my coordinates right. 2146.155. So the market should be able to give us that level, then go from there. If it's still interested in going higher, I'll be interested in 222. And let me clone this. I'll be interested in 222.915. So these are the levels we'll be interested in gold. A retracement level into 2146.155 and a long term movement into 2222.915, then 2300. So that will be all we'll be having for this week. If you find this video insightful and you are able to learn one or two things from our video, do us the good by liking, sharing, and subscribing into our YouTube channel. We'll learn more. We take ourselves through the market and we try and give the best and the very best on this channel. So a quick disclaimer before I go: I am not a licensed financial advisor. Everything mentioned in this video is for educational purpose and is only based on my personal opinion about the market. The market can do otherwise, and I have never asked anybody to push a button or put his or her money behind what I'm analyzing. So till next week, when we will have another weekly review or analysis of what we expected to happen in the coming week, do have a lovely week ahead and a profitable week ahead. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.